there's something here that Spirit has been trying to tell you that you've essentially been ignoring. So I pulled some oracle cards to kind of see where we're sitting for energy wise, and I've been seeing a lot of things recently. I saw something this morning, and I personally have been having car troubles myself, but I saw something that essentially said that, like, if there's something that Spirit wants you to know and you're not really listening and you're not really paying attention, the first thing to go is going to be that car, is going to be the movement. And as I pulled the oracle cards, the underlying card here is movement in reverse. And this card basically talks about, this is the time for change, this is the time for movement, new experiences, things like that. No, it isn't, baby. So car troubles could be significant, as well as there's a vibe of like feeling alone, feeling left out in the cold. Some Five of Pentacles energy, feeling alone, feeling isolated. We also got the oracle, one of the oracle cards that came out is invisible. I'm using the House of Wisdom of the House of Night tarot or oracle deck. Sorry, that was really hard to say. 111 could be significant, as well as 144, 188, 2s, 4s, 8s, significant to you at this time. So basically, this card of invisible is essentially about feeling alone, feeling like people don't, sometimes you may feel like you don't fit in, as if you are invisible to others. As your goddess, I see you, I know you, and I believe you, right? I've also been getting this message too of Spirit wanting to tell you something, and you're just not intentionally ignoring it, but like you may just be like unintentionally bypassing it here. We also got the two oracle cards that are reminder and obedience. And obedience is giving Two of Swords energy. It's giving trapped. It's giving unbalanced scales. It's giving I'm not listening, I'm not seeing, like la 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 la, I can't hear you type energy. And then reminder as well. So I'll read those from the book as well. Reminder, my child, sometimes I need to remind you of a lesson that you have already learned. So essentially the obedience card is about following directions, not breaking the mold, just following what you know and what you've been taught. There are rules for everything, and the sun rises and the moon sets, and they dance together in perfect steps. This is a time to learn the lay of the land and to follow the customs that keep things in order. Learn the steps of the dance before you attempt to change them to suit you. And then it says, when you draw the symbol for a reminder, you are being asked to remember all that you have learned about life and love up until now. Don't forget what you know already, as it isn't necessary to learn the same thing twice. Then again, how else do you learn? Keep the faith and be good to yourself. You can always start again if you make a mistake. If you stumble, I will surely catch you. Remember what you know. Right? So I'm getting the sense that Spirit is trying to tell you here that whatever situation you're in, whatever thing that you're trying to start, whatever options that you're wary of and not really sure how to move about, you already have the skills and the tools that you need to, essentially, you've already learned the lessons about these things, right? You're not repeating the same cycles, right? So whatever you're into here, it's like you already know how to handle it, and you're intentionally or unintentionally being obtuse to it, right? So you've already acquired the skills for whatever it is here that you are dealing with. So I'm actually going to go into the tarot now, because this is actually the second time I've done this and I haven't pulled tarot yet. And I've been explaining this, and I feel like I'm feeling a little bit all over the place, because the first time I was like 30 minutes in and my dog kept distracting me. So maybe you're getting distracted really easily at this time. Maybe that's why you're not seeing these things, is because there's so many options. 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so many options you're not necessarily seeing. But Spirit here is saying, like, this is not a time to search for new options. This is a time to go within and, like, this is what I know, and this is how I know to move forward. Like, you've learned the lessons, and it doesn't feel like, so I got the feeling here of like, oh, this is what I know. 555, change is significant. But you've been going through 244. I meant to say 422, so 244, 422, significant because it's 422 right now. Hold up. 616 on the timer, by the way, just a second ago. Sorry, lots of let me just come back to earth here for a second. I feel as though you have this fear of potentially repeating cycles, and that's why you're kind of in this 2 of Swords energy, because the obedience card, it definitely gives 2 of Swords, and it gives justice, because the woman, the blindfolded woman on the pedestal holding the sword, is also holding a scale, and it's not balanced, right? Yeah, no, the scale isn't balanced. So it's giving me, you have a fear of repeating these past cycles. And like with the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, it's giving like, I see all these options and I see all these ways through, and I don't know which one is the right one. Because if you saw the girl's face, if you look at the girl's face, she looks wary. She looks wary of the choices, particularly love. And as I was shuffling for the guidebook, what the fuck? As I was shuffling for the oracle cards, I kept seeing the card Lust come out, and then when I actually opened the guidebook, the first page that I landed on was Lust. So that could be significant. It could have to do with some sort of romantic situation, but either way, you are feeling like stuck. For some of you, maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck on a person. Like, there's a situation here, someone here that you're interested in, someone here where the cycle doesn't necessarily feel finished, or the connection doesn't feel done, but you're kind of checking in on it, wondering about it, worrying about it, and you're worried about feeling whatever feelings that you have towards this thing, feeling invisible, feeling alone, feeling left out in the cold. And you're like, is this limerence? Is this real? Is this true? Like, am I just repeating those same cycles or whatever? And Spirit says, don't even worry about repeating the same cycles. Like, you're feeling wary. You already know, like, you learned your lesson. You learned your lesson last time. You don't have to learn it again. And if you do, you're going to be fine. Like, if you go through the same thing again, you're going to be fine. But it's giving that you already know how to help yourself in this situation. So, I don't know. Let me get a little bit more specific and pull some cards here. But, yeah, let's get into it. What can you tell me about this obedience card? What are we feeling here? Okay, so I'm gonna see. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Obedience, though. What can I get about the Okay. So there is someone that you are dealing with here or thinking about here. And it seems like you can't make a decision on how you feel about them. You're actually feeling... Okay, so maybe something happened here in the past, either with them or with somebody else, that has you feeling defensive. Like you're defending your heart. The Nine of Wands and the King of Cups fell on to the reminder. And reminder was about lessons and repeating lessons and knowing how to deal with these lessons, like having been through lessons. 1144 on the camera here. But and then for obedience, you got the Emperor but sideways. So like it seems like you're not fully reversed, you're not fully upright, you don't really actually know how to feel about this Emperor. I may be talking to a divine feminine here. You may be unsure of how to feel about this Emperor because maybe they did something in the past and you had previous experiences to that kind of left a bad taste in your mouth, and now you're trying to kind of protect your heart. I don't think you're currently in contact with this Emperor. I think it's maybe a no contact situation, but you're still having those like lingering feelings, and you're wondering like, maybe is this limerence? Am I projecting my feelings onto this person? You're wanting to start something fresh on your own. You're feeling inspired to start new, but you're also still like in the back of your mind, you're unsure of this situation because again, it still feels unfinished. Tell me more about this situation with the Emperor. Tell me more about this situation with the Emperor. What is the Emperor? Tell me more about the Emperor specifically. Aries could be significant. Okay. Okay. Fours are definitely significant for you. I just got the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse as well. Sevens as well, because the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. You don't want to be delusional. You're feeling like... You may be feeling like this person... You're not feeling content in this situation. You may feel like this person isn't feeling content in the situation or with the situation. They may not be feeling content in the situation, but they're definitely not going inwards to look at whatever happened here. You're hoping... It seems like you're hoping for divine timing. They're also hoping for divine timing. Like, they're hoping for divine timing. So instead of like going within and like actually actively looking at what needs to be changed and what needs to be fixed and what needs to be addressed, they're hoping that time just sorts it out. Now, they're also feeling unsure of the situation here because they're like, oh, sorry, it's really cold in here, so this like actually might fog up. But they're also feeling unsure of the situation. So instead of actually going in within and looking within, they're ignoring it. They're ignoring it, which is kind of deceptive to themselves. They're trying to just put it behind them and not think about it. But behind all of that, like, they're thinking about it. They're like, oh my god, like what could potentially happen here? Like, I'm not in contact with collective. I'm wanting a new beginning with collective. I really like collective, but like I don't feel like it's possible. Like, after everything that happened, it doesn't feel possible. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like it can happen. Y'all could be mirroring each other. 4:33 is the time right now. But I've seen, like, as I've been kind of like looking at the timestamps on my camera, I've seen a lot of like mirroring numbers. Y'all could be mirroring each other because I can't really understand here. I'm getting tripped up here because I'm like, okay, is this your energy or is it their energy? It kind of feels like both. I'm kind of feeling as though like you guys are mirroring each other's energy right now. So maybe you're both kind of ignoring the situation, wanting to move forward, not really walking away from it, not really making a decision, but also feeling like, you know, not really listening to your intuition, not really listening to your guides, not really wanting to deeply look at this because you both are scared of repeating past cycles. So you're just waiting. You're like, oh, if it's meant to be, it'll be. But you're also not like doing the work on yourself to align yourself with a connection, with the connection that you want, or the connection that you think that you want from this person, or the connection that you truly want, whether it ends up being with this person or not. Like, you're not taking the time to actually do the work to align yourself with that. I'm hearing insecure attachment. I don't know if that's what it actually is. It's giving like not healthy attachment. I don't think insecure attachment is an actual thing. I think it's like anxious attachment or like anxious avoidant. Whatever it is, y'all don't have healthy attachment. And instead of like healing that, y'all are like, oh, time will heal this wound. No, it won't. No, it won't. Time won't heal that wound. That's not a thing. Connection heals that wound. Believing in connection and actively communicating within your connections heals wounds like that, not time. Yeah, so y'all both are wanting this connection to work, but you're just like not seeing how. Like, you're both being so, like, you're both wanting a healthy, committed, stable relationship seemingly with each other, but neither of y'all are willing to actually like take the first move or like look at what that means, or like you're both kind of feeling like, oh, well, I'm not gonna reach out. Can you give me some info on the communication here? Because this is just... yeah. Girl. Y'all both want it. So the card I got out was the Lovers and then the Chariot. The Lovers not only means connection, but it also means alignment. So the communication here is aligned, right? There's momentum for it. You both want it, right? You both want it. However, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Neither of y'all are willing to get it because y'all are so scared. Y'all are in that nine of wands energy, like protecting yourself, protecting your feelings, protecting your emotions, feeling like in order to be mature, in order to grow up, like, I actually can't have this. I can't actually communicate effectively. Y'all are both worried that the other person is, like, if you reach out, the other person is potentially going to be defensive, but both of y'all want this. Both of y'all want this. Both of y'all are attracted to each other, but you feel like if you do work out. And it was also 21/12 on the thing when I did that. So again, mirroring if you do work out. Maybe you're more worried of what would happen if you do work out, but you're also worried like, oh, what if it doesn't work out? You know what I mean? Like, because it working out requires both of you to grow in ways that maybe you're unsure of and not ready for, or you think the other person is unsure of or not ready for. So this is the underlying energy here. Yes. And both of you are feeling like they're not willing to work on this. Like, if I do this, if I give them my cup, which I'm not going to, even though I'm very attracted to them and I'm very much like in my feelings about them and I want them, they're what I want. I know I want this person. And even though the communication is aligned, both of y'all are like, oh, nah, but it couldn't work out. It couldn't work out. And so you're automatically not going to put the work in because you're like, oh, it's not going to work out. It can't work out. Two is very significant as well. Lots of twos, lots of connection. This could potentially be like a twin flame soulmate, like high level soulmate situation, because there's a lot of mirroring here. I didn't intend for this to be a love reading, but I keep getting a lot of love readings. Tell me more. Tell me more. What happened between y'all? What happened between them? Nothing. Unfulfilled potential. Nothing. Nothing happened. Y'all felt the potential. Y'all knew what it could be, but it never actually got off the ground before it ended. Like, it was over before it started. Y'all were both dealing with some shit. It was over before it started. Y'all were both dealing with some shit and you were just like, well, shit, like, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do anything about it. I can't fight for this. Like, holy shit. Yeah. Wanting a new beginning, like, not feeling confident that you had learned your lessons from cycles past, wanting that new beginning, but being all in your head about it because whatever cycle that you had ended prior to this situation really messed you up in here. It's giving disorganized attachment. It's giving, I want this, and of course they want me, but like, no, they couldn't possibly, right? Like, that's what it's giving. It's giving you both are Delulu and thinking that y'all don't want each other. Now, whether anything is actually going to happen, I don't know. But y'all are both being delusional. Y'all are both being stubborn. Y'all are both, like, I don't know, doing too much. But y'all aren't walking away from each other, are you? I didn't mean to drop that. But y'all aren't moving away from it, are y'all? No, you're not. But y'all want to nurture this connection. Y'all want to grow something together. But you're both in such denial. Y'all are manifesting each other, but y'all are in denial. Y'all are in denial. Okay. Y'all want to build together. Y'all want to build together, but y'all are like, oh man, like, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if they'd want to do that. You're wanting that brand new beginning. I don't know how I got into that accent, but like you're wanting that brand new beginning, and like neither of y'all are willing to just take the leap of faith. Because mind you, I haven't seen the Fool one single time. One single time. I haven't seen it. As I was like splitting the deck and shuffling it, these two cards fell out. Eight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Y'all are wanting, y'all have the momentum. Y'all want to start something new. Again, still at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles reverse. Like, y'all want to start something new. Y'all have the momentum. Y'all have the magic. But you're feeling stuck. You're feeling stuck. You're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. They're going to reject me. They're going to reject me. Ace of Pentacles falling out here again. So I'm going to keep that. Y'all are wanting a new beginning. Okay. Tell me what's going to happen. Tell me what's happening going forward. Y'all are going to keep waiting. Three of Wands. Y'all are going to keep waiting. Y'all are waiting. Y'all are waiting for your happiness to arrive. Meanwhile, you're all up in your head about it. You're worried about it. You're like, oh my God, is this ever going to come? Is this ever going to come? Am I ever going to get that reciprocal sort of thing for them? Like, is this ever going to happen? Sheesh. Okay. Give me some more information here, Spirit. What? Whew. It's a lot of cards. Give me some more. Okay, we got the Emperor out again, but this time in the upright with the King of Pentacles. It feels like maybe y'all aren't feeling like you're that guy, that girl. Maybe you're both 27 on the timer. Maybe you're both feeling like you have to be better or do better, or maybe you're wanting, like, maybe it's kind of giving like, I can't give them the life that I believe that they deserve. Let me work on myself. And then this will come back and happen in divine timing when it's more aligned, with me. So this is giving, you have a lot of self-work to do. You have a lot of self-work to do. I did see the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck earlier, just a minute ago. It's giving, I can't be who you need right now, even though I want to. And you're both worried about this. You both feel this on some level. Like, I can't be what you need right now. I want to put myself together. I want to show up as the Emperor, as the King of Pentacles for you. And that's going to take some time. But you're hoping, not that they like hold on, but you're hoping that it does align in the future. Both of you are. Both of you are hoping for this. Both of you are hoping that in the future it works out. This is a Six of Wands, by the way. But you're feeling like for now you have to walk away. For now you have to walk away. Yeah. Right now, the best thing that you can do, what feels the most aligned for you, and this is maybe why you're in your head, because you're feeling like, I feel like this is right. Maybe you're feeling like, I know this is the person, like I know this is the one. But right now there's just not opportunity. There's not, I can't give anything to this. I can't give what I want to give to this. I'm not the person that I want to be when this comes around for me, when this person comes into my life for good. I'm not that person. And the most aligned thing I can do is kind of walk away. But you're feeling that friction because you're like, man, like I want this and it feels right, but why isn't it right? Why isn't it right now? What else can you tell me, Spirit? You're still worried about repeating cycles because you're like, oh man, like if I'm gonna, like I want to, you're a yearner. You're yearning. There's yearning here, yearning energy. It's giving like, I want to walk away from it, but like I don't want to fully give it up. But I also just want to like let it be aligned and come back in divine timing, because on some level you trust that it will. You trust that it will happen for you in divine timing. But whatever this, like, yeah, the Lovers. Whatever this... Yeah. So you're literally just wanting... Yeah. You're wanting to... It's feeling like you're feeling that if you walk away now, it'll never happen for you. It'll never come to fruition. And I'm not getting that here. I'm not getting that. It's feeling as though walking away now is to work on yourself and to build yourself up to be the person that you need and the person that you want to be for them or for a connection like this. Like, this is your energy, the Page of Pentacles. It came out earlier. This is both of y'all's energy, the Page of Pentacles. It's like you're wanting that new beginning by yourself, and you're just kind of... What it is actually is you actually aligning yourself with this love, right? So it's like right now you may be in your head not feeling the best about yourself. I did earlier as I was shuffling see the Nine of Pentacles in reverse a couple of times. Maybe you're not feeling it about yourself, but Spirit here is saying like you've learned all the lessons that you need to at this time. You know what you need to know. Now is just the time to align yourself into the person that feels deserving, that feels aligned with the love that you're asking for. You got to get your mental right. You got to get potentially your financials right. You're aligning yourself with the version of yourself you'd like to show up in this connection as. Yeah. 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 You're not fully stepping out of this connection. You're not fully just like giving it up and being like, oh, it's never gonna happen. Like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. The energy here is like giving the wheel time to turn, giving it the momentum it needs to turn, finding your truth, finding your clarity. Again, aligning yourself with the love that you're wanting to receive. It seems like both of you, whether you feel it or not, or whether you think it or not, it feels like both of you are kind of taking this time to align yourselves with the love that you want to give and the love that you want to receive. But neither of you have fully walked away from this. Neither of you are fully letting this go. Y'all still have this image in your head of like who you want it to be, and both of you are like, yep, it's them. So if you're looking for confirmation if they still fuck with you or still like you, they very much so do. But again, like, both of you kind of feel paralyzed when it comes to reaching out because neither of you are exactly where you want to be. Neither of you feel aligned within yourselves yet. Okay, what else? Anything else before I go that they need to know? Any advice? Anything at all? Ouch. Anything they need to know? Any advice? You know, someone had said to me recently that they said to me that your garden is blooming, you're watering the seeds, and that's the advice here, is to continue to water your own seeds. Continue to water your own wish fulfillment. Continue to pour into yourself, and everything else will just align itself. Everything will align itself according to what it is you want. The advice here is just to pour into yourself. But yeah, if you're feeling anxious, it seems as though that's kind of the thing coming up here, is like back and forth energy, not secure attachment energy. If the confirmation that you needed was that they still care, they do still care. And y'all are mirroring each other pretty heavily. Y'all are mirroring each other. So you're both kind of going through the same thing right now. So let that be a comfort to you, is that you're both experiencing the same thing. Same sort of things. Not the exact same thing, obviously, but same sort of things. And if this is meant to come back, which it's feeling like you feel like it's unfinished and you know your situation best, but it will be aligned. You just have to align yourself with it. I also saw something recently about how it's funny how spirit will call you to align certain things, and there's certain things that you're doing or how you're acting that you know don't align with the life that you want, but you'll do them anyway. And it's kind of funny because this girl was talking about, she's like, yeah, like if you start, like say you're a smoker, but you know you don't want to be smoking, you know, and that's something that you wanted to give up, but you're not doing that. They were kind of like, that's a blockage that's keeping you from the life that you want. And they're like, because what if your soulmate, you're trying to call in love, you know you're supposed to stop smoking, you're not stopping smoking, but your soulmate has asthma. It was really funny because I had been wanting to quit smoking for a while. I vaped for a while, and I had quit before, but I just like, I don't know, I'd wanted to quit and didn't really, like, wasn't really just pushing myself to do it. And 4:54 on the clock, building new foundations, mirroring, first of all, building foundations rooted in truth, change in the middle. So I see 4 as foundations and building life in truth and foundations, 5 as change, so building foundations in truth and change, and mirroring each other. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, I had wanted to quit vaping for a while, but I just like, I don't know, I just didn't do it. And then I remember I met someone that I really liked, and again, like the whole time I'm still vaping, all this stuff, and I remember wanting to get to know them a little bit better, and they had horrible asthma, right? And mind you, I'd already been thinking about quitting, but then I'm like, man, like I really want to get to know this person better. And I was like, you know, I'm never actually going to get to do these things with them. Like, I can't foresee me, like, us aligning and actually doing these things together and hanging out together if I'm still vaping. Because, like, if I have to hit my vape, then how are we going to have, like, that us time together if I'm always having to step out to hit my vape and I can't do it around them and I don't necessarily want them to see me do it. But I ended up quitting because I was like, if that's not alignment, if that's not a sign to, like, stop, even though I knew I should have been anyway. But yeah, that if I look cold, it's because it's really cold in here. I need to go get a new propane tank. It's very cold. It's also contributing to the left out in the cold energy that I was feeling. But y'all are more connected than y'all think. Y'all are really connected, very much so, mirroring each other. That's all I have for today. I hope you guys have a I don't know. Yeah, anyway, I'll see y'all next time, I guess. Bye.